I've been sort of following another YouTuber called Nick K. He's been riding a bicycle in Taiwan. And I noticed on his like a recent video, or maybe it was a community tab announcement, I'm not sure, but he was saying that he's leaving Taiwan, he's on his way back to Malaysia. I guess he's based in Malaysia. Here we go. And then he's going to go to Indonesia on a bicycle. So he's going to continue his bicycle tour, but across Java. And when he announced that, I noticed that a lot of people were telling him horror stories, saying, yeah, you might want to rethink that. And, you know, if you're going to Java by bicycle, you know, be very, very careful. And so we'll see. Because certainly, if he asked me for advice, based on my experience cycling here in Sumatra, I would tell him, don't do it. I mean, physically, yeah, I mean, you could do it, but what's the point? It's going to be so difficult in terms of the heat, the traffic, the narrowness of the roads, and then the steepness of the roads. Sure, you know, it's going to be a fun challenge, I suppose, but it could also be incredibly frustrating and stressful. And yeah, dangerous. So I wouldn't do it if I were him. From everything I've heard, Java is more crowded than Sumatra. So I can't even imagine what that would be like. But that's where Nick K is going next. On one of his more recent videos, he had an experience that I thought was quite interesting. 'Cause I'm always interested in experiences when people are overseas and they either A, get robbed, or B, lose something really valuable. And in this case, he lost his wallet. As he described it, he had his wallet in some kind of a shoulder bag or fanny pack or some sort of small bag like that. And then he went into a public bathroom to wash up because he was cycling all day, he was really hot and sweaty. And he put his bag down on something inside that bathroom, and then he finished washing up and he just walked out and left his bag behind. At least that's what he thinks he did. And then he went to the local police station. Once he discovered what had happened, he filed a police report and retraced his steps and posted on social media telling people, like, if anyone finds this wallet, please, return it to me. Which is all normal, but the thing that struck me about his story is something I hear quite often, is that he has so many valuable things inside his wallet, and that's one thing that never makes sense to me, because technically, you really shouldn't be carrying any kind of a wallet when you're overseas, just because of the risk of pickpockets. It's a very real risk. I told this story before, I think, when I was in Ethiopia. I went there on a bike trip, and I planned that trip probably like for months, if not a full year, and yet somehow things got really, really busy all the way to the end, and it was a really crazy last couple of days getting ready, and I found myself flying to Ethiopia, putting my bike together at the airport and riding my bike to a hotel, getting settled there. And then I found myself, in Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia. And I was still walking around with a Canadian-style wallet in my pocket, meaning in my wallet I had a bank card and credit card and driver's license and money, like a lot of valuable things in my wallet, because, that's what you do in Canada when you're there. But when you're overseas, far from home, that's a very dangerous thing to do, and you should take all your ID out of your wallet, and normally that's what I would do. So there I was in Ethiopia, and I hadn't set up my wallet for traveling yet. So in my hotel that night, I sat down and I reorganized everything. You know, I took everything out of my wallet, like took out my credit card and bank cards and ID, everything valuable. I took it out of my wallet, put it away in my, like a money belt that I keep secure, and I only kept in my wallet just enough money for the day. And then I went out into Addis on my bike, and I was riding my bike around, and at one point, a group of children crowded around me, very friendly kids, you know, saying hello, they want to talk to the foreigner. And then out of nowhere, all these kids started kicking me in the leg, kicking my bicycle, grabbing the handlebars of my bike, shaking it, pushing me around. It was like they'd all lost their minds or something. But it turns out it was all a carefully choreographed scene to get somebody close to me, and a little kid picked my pocket and ran away with my wallet. And I didn't even realize it. I didn't realize my wallet was missing until I went into a local coffee shop and I tried to, you know, get a cup of coffee, and I found out that my wallet was missing. And just the night before, I had taken everything of value, you know, out of my wallet. And that day, the very next day, someone picked my pocket and I lost my wallet. So I got very, very lucky. But that's what you should do. And Nick K, when he was traveling around Taiwan on his bicycle, it was kind of silly of him to have a wallet that still had his bank card and 2 credit cards in it. And then, because it's so easy to lose your wallet. I mean, I have a wallet right now, I have it in my pocket, and it comes out of my pocket every day, several times a day. And you're in a convenience store, and you could easily leave it behind. But if I leave this behind or someone steals it, I lose, you know, 100,000 rupiah, because that's all that's in this wallet. But in his case, yeah, he lost his wallet and he ended up losing his bank debit card and 2 credit cards and ID, you know, pretty crazy. Poor guy, felt for him. Like I said, it's hard enough being overseas. It's hard enough being overseas and riding a bike. And you do not want to find out one day that your wallet is missing.